In today's video, I'm going over USDA loans, a very rare program that most individuals aren't offered and don't know about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. What is a USDA loan? Well, a USDA loan is a government-backed mortgage loan from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. This program aims to help low to moderate income buyers in eligible rural and suburban areas. And the loan is offered through approved lenders. So you want to make sure that the lender that you're working with offers USDA loans because not every lender out there offers this loan program. Key benefits of a USDA loan. Well, no down payment required. So that's awesome. Anytime you have a loan program that's offering no down payment, this is assisting borrowers out there who need funds to help with their down payment. So USDA loans offer a zero down, and that's awesome. Then they have low interest rates, and this is pretty much similar to all the government loans out there, VA loans or FHA loans. They have very competitive interest rates, and that's pretty much most government loans. And now they have a reduced mortgage insurance. Now, it's not a monthly mortgage insurance. I'm going to get into that later on in the video. They don't call it mortgage insurance, but again, I'll talk about that later. And they are very flexible with their credit guidelines. Actually, USDA does not have a credit score requirement, but the lender that you're working with may have an overlay where they only allow like a 640 credit score. So you just want to check with your lender again to make sure that your credit score is eligible to apply with that lender for the USDA loan. All right, types of USDA loans out there. So they have the USDA guaranteed loan, which is issued by most lenders and it's guaranteed by USDA. Now, there's also the USDA direct loan where you go direct to them. And this is for very low income applicants. So if you have very low income, you can still go with the specific lender that you choose to work with if they offer USDA loans, but you can go directly to USDA and they can assist. Now, they also have the USDA home improvement loan and grant, and that's for repairs or improvements to the property. Now, this is where the USDA loan is different from most programs out there. So to qualify for a USDA loan, you must be a U.S. citizen or an eligible non-citizen. So just consult with your loan officer to find out if the type of citizenship or non-citizenship that you have is eligible to apply for a USDA loan. Now, you must have stable and dependable income, and the income is going to be based on the total household income, and you can't exceed the USDA limit. So this means that even the individuals that are not going to be on the loan but have income are going to be used to calculate the household income to see if you're eligible. And I'm going to go directly to the website within this presentation to show you how to determine if your income is eligible for the USDA loan or if it exceeds. Then the property must be in an eligible rural or suburban area, and I will go to the website and show you how you can determine if the property that you are interested in is eligible for USDA loan. Income and property requirements. So USDA has a household income limit. Now, they are going to determine this by your family size, and this is going to be confirmed by your tax returns. Whatever you show as a dependent on your tax returns is what USDA is going to want to use. So when you fill out this information, make sure that you are aware by how many dependents you listed on the application. And that's typically what you're going to input on the website. Now, the property must be a primary residence. You cannot purchase a second home or an investment property. Also, the property must be located in a USDA designated eligible area. And again, I'm going to show you how to find that out. And the property must meet safety and quality standards. And this is similar to other government loans out there. They're more strict on the property requirements than a conventional loan. So just when you are getting ready to get in contract and you find a property, just make sure you're working with a realtor who understands the basic safety and quality standards set by USDA so you know if that property is eligible or not. Before we move forward, if you are seeking to get pre-approved, I'd love to assist. I actually used to underwrite these loans in my past life as an underwriter, but that helps me do these types of presentations and have a better understanding of the program, because I do believe this program isn't offered as much because the lack of understanding the program by many loan officers. So if you are seeking to get pre-approved and you want more information on this USDA loan, go ahead and scan that barcode, or you can go to my website. There's also the links in the bio for you to access, and I will love to assist you and talk to you soon. Okay, so here I'm going to show you how to go to the website here and check if the property and your income is eligible. So unfortunately, as you can see, the website is cut off, but I will have that website for you at the end of this video for you to check. So when you go to the website, you're going to come to this screen and you're going to check on single family housing guaranteed. All right, then you have to click accept to accept the disclaimer. Then once you do that, it will bring you to this screen here. So I would not check on the map, because the map, it will move quickly. I do not check on the map. You're going to go on property eligibility, and you're going to go to income eligibility. Those are the two tabs you will be checking in. If you know the property address, go ahead and put it in. But what I'm going to do is just input a zip code that I know allows USDA loans, and then hit go. And you can see right there, it pulls up this address is located in an eligible area. But if you know a specific property address of a home that you're interested in possibly placing an offer, then you'll go ahead and input the full address. But again, do not click on the map. Now you're going to check your income eligibility. Now here you're going to check your state. Now I am approved lender in multiple states, so not just California, but I do reside in California. But if you are in one of the other states and like to see if I can assist, go ahead and reach out to me. So we're going to check California here. I'm going to check the county of the zip code that I used. And there we go, right? So now you're going to input the number of people in your household. And again, as I mentioned, this is going to be based on your tax return. So if you put 1 in here, but your tax return shows that you have 8 people on dependents, a total household, then that's not going to work. So make sure that you follow whatever on your tax return, unless you're able to document that one of the people moved out or something like that. So then you're going to input 4 here. Now, number of residents under the age of 18, I'm just going to put 2. Then you have is a loan applicant or co-applicant age 62 or older. I'm just going to leave that blank for now. But if that is applicable to either of these, then you're going to go ahead and check yes. So we're going to leave both of those at no. Then we're going to check no and then move next. Now, annual child care expenses. So this is annual, so I'm going to go ahead and put $12,000 for like $1,000 a month, right? Now, you have 2 sections here. This is applicant. So these are all the individuals who are going to be applying for the loan. Now, this section is for the individuals who are not going to be on the loan, but earn monthly income. So here, I'm just going to put $7,000 a month for the applicant. And then for the nons, I'm going to put $5,000. All right. Now, you can see here they have other information, but if that's applicable to you, then you're going to fill that out. If any of these are applicable to you and you are having a hard time figuring this out, go ahead and reach out to me and I can assist again. So now we're going to go ahead and check finish. And there we go. Applicant meets the income limits. There you go. Pretty simple. So as long as you are not exceeding, and this is the amount that you cannot exceed, we're right there too. So it's 1479. If you exceed this within that county, then you would not be eligible for a USDA loan. So right out the bat, if you're looking in this county and you're earning $300,000 a year, you know you cannot be pre-approved for a USDA loan. And that's pretty much it. USDA loan fees. So they do have some fees associated with the USDA loan, like other government loans. They have an upfront guarantee fee, which is a 1% of the loan amount, and this can be financed or you can pay out of pocket. And now this is going to be the total loan amount. You have a base loan amount and then you have a total loan amount. Now, the base loan amount is just based on zero down. It could be zero down. So whatever the purchase price, zero down. But then you will have a total loan amount, which is going to be adding this 1% on top of the base loan amount. And that gives you your total loan amount. Now, they have this annual fee and they call it an annual fee, but I call it mortgage insurance because it's to protect the lender. And this is 0.35% of the remaining principal balance. So as the principal balance goes down every year, the fee goes down, which is awesome. So you will see savings on this each year. Now, they don't have the monthly PMI, so there's no monthly, but there is that annual fee. Now let's go over the loan process here. So first, you're going to check your eligibility with the income and the property location. That's first. Before you start looking for homes, make sure that your income is good. If your income is good, then you can definitely start looking at different locations for the property. But first, check your income. Then you want to get pre-approved with the USDA approved lender. Make sure that they're offering USDA loans. Then at that time, you will begin your home search and get into a purchase agreement when you find a property that's eligible and you get in a contract. Then once you're in contract, you will order your appraisal, go through the underwriting process. And then at that stage, you'll go to final approval and closing. And then as long as you meet all of that, you'll get your keys. Here I have a comparison between USDA, FHA, and conventional. So you can see that there's no down for the USDA, where FHA and conventional have a percentage that you must put down. Then the USDA loan, they have the upfront and the annual fee, where FHA and conventional have a monthly, but FHA also has an upfront. But you can avoid PMI with conventional if you put more than 20% down. Now, the property location is where it's definitely different, where you must be in a rural or suburban area, and the other two do not have property location requirements. The income limits, USDA has an income limit restriction where the other two do not. Common misconceptions on USDA loans. Well, only farmers can use USDA loans. So that's totally false. You don't have to be a farmer. You just have to meet the income and property requirement, and you can get pre-approved for a USDA loan. You must have perfect credit. No, again, USDA does not have a credit score requirement, but the lender you're working with may, but you still don't have to have perfect credit. So you can still get pre-approved if you have a very low credit score. So just check with your lender. That's where I do like wholesale lenders, because wholesale lenders, as opposed to retail, let's say, for example, you went to ABC retail lender. Now they have a specific credit score requirement of 640. If you don't have the 640, you're out. You have to then go to the next lender, where if you are working with a wholesale lender, like myself, we work with multiple lending institutions. So we run your credit, and then from there, we determine which lender to go to from that one credit report that we order. So then you don't have a ton of credit report runs either, inquiries. So wholesale lenders are awesome for that, which is why I jumped from retail to wholesale. The next one is that USDA loans take long. That's not true, as long as you're working with an experienced lender who understands the programs. Of course, if you work with someone who's never done a USDA loan, then yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer. So that's where you, as the buyer, as the applicant, have the opportunity to choose who you're working with. So when you contact a lender, you ask them, have you ever closed a USDA loan? And do you know the website? And if they're not able to guide you through that website, then I would just choose a different lender. You have that option to do that for yourselves. As I mentioned, here is the website you can go to check your eligibility and your income and property eligibility. You go to this section here, and then you can also go to the USDA loan information website to get more information on the loan itself. And then if you just contact a USDA approved lender like myself, we can answer any questions as well. All right, there you go. The USDA loan, an awesome loan, but you just don't know about it. So My suggestion, if you are interested in this program and you think there are some properties out there that you would be interested in purchasing that are going to be eligible for this loan, then seek out the loan officer, but make sure that that loan officer offers you conventional and FHA to give you all three so you can see which one is best for you. If you're able to get pre-approved for all three, or if you're only able to get pre-approved for FHA and USDA, at least have both of those programs in front of you in black and white so you can see which one is going to give you the better interest rate, the least amount down, all of the above. But if you would like to have a one-on-one with me to go over this program, you can scan that Zoom barcode there for a free 30-minute Zoom consultation. There's also a link within my bio. And as usual, please like and subscribe if you feel like this information was useful, and I'll see you on the next video.